Okay, so today we're going to look at Homelink 7.4 for 3rd grade everyday math, parentheses puzzles. Observe as your child adds parentheses and explains what to do first in the number sentence puzzles in problems 1 through 4. If needed, assist your child in writing a correct number model for the try this problem. You might ask how many gifts Dahlia would need to fill 8 bags, and how many she would need to also take care of Denise. Here are the directions. Show someone at home how to add parentheses to complete the number sentences below. Remember that the parentheses are used to show what you do first. Okay, so if you look at these problems, you see there aren't any parentheses on them at all. What you'll also notice is the A and the B of each number have the exact same numbers in them. But one very important thing, the answers are different. So 17 minus 10 plus 3 here equals 10. And 17 minus 10 plus 3 here equals 4. How can that be, you might be wondering? Well, it depends on which we do first. Do we subtract first or do we add first? And the answers in this case give us a hint. So, for this one, I know that if I put parentheses around 17 minus 10, my answer is going to be 7, because that's the one I would do first. Then I know that 7 plus 3 equals 10. So I've put the parentheses in the correct spot here. For this one, the parentheses will go here, because I'm going to say 10 plus 3 equals 13, and 17 minus 13 equals 4. So I have to make sure I get the correct answer by where I put the parentheses. So it's actually our answers that are our hints to where the parentheses go in these problems. For the next one, I'm going to take a look at this. And I'm going to see that 26 minus 7 is going to give me 19. And 19 times 2, that's 19 plus 19, is going to equal 38. For this one, my answer is going to be 12. So my parentheses will go here. 7 times 2 is 14. 26 minus 14 is equal to 12. And then for this one, I have to check which one will come first. And indeed, it's the first set again. 24 minus 17 is going to be 7. 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. So this answer is indeed correct. So for this one, my parentheses will go here. 17 minus 6 is 11. 24 minus 11 does indeed equal 13. I'll circle this answer here too. Alright, and then for this one over here, the parentheses are actually going to go on this side. This one's a little bit more tricky. This is 6 plus 13 equals 19. And then 3 times 19. That's kind of tricky for sure. I do it like 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 9 is 27. 30 plus 27 is going to give me 57. So no question about it, that is quite a tricky one. And then here, this one's going to be 3 times 6 will be 18. Plus 13 is going to equal 31. So that's how you would solve these parenthesis puzzles. You have to check and see by putting the parentheses around certain numbers, a first set of numbers, which answer is going to be where. And you can see, even though these are all the same numbers, all the same operations, the only thing different is the parentheses. The answers are different. So you have to be very careful about those parentheses, and that's what we really want you to learn here in grade 3. As you go through the grades, the parentheses are going to be more and more important for you to get a good understanding of. Make up other parentheses puzzles below. So you could do something like this one. 5 plus 6 times 2, if you want. And over here, 5 plus 6 times 2. Okay, so you're going to use the same numbers, and then equals and equals. Alright, and then for this one, we'll just put it here. 5 plus 6 is 11, times 2 is 22. And then here, 5 plus 6 times 2, so 6 times 2 is going to be 12. 5 plus 12 is going to be 17. So you see, the answers are different, even though everything else is exactly the same. This is just one example. Okay, you please come up with your own examples for this. Now for the try this. try this is a little bit tricky, but let's think about it. Dahlia made 8 party bags for her birthday. Each bag contained 4 small gifts for her friends. When Denise said that she could come, Dahlia had to make 1 more bag with 4 gifts. How many small gifts did Dahlia need to fill her bags? And then it gives us a number model that Walter wrote. It says, Walter wrote this number model. 8 times, and then he puts in parentheses, 4 plus 4 equals 64. So it wants us to explain Walter's mistake. This problem is very tricky because it has many, many parts to it. So when we do a number story, we have to first read it, which we just did. And we have to think about it a little bit. And we have to think, what in the world is this asking? So this is saying, well, okay, Dahlia's making some party bags, 8 of them. Actually, she made 8. And then each bag had 4 gifts, okay. And then Denise said that she could come, so she had to make another bag. Alright, so we kind of get the idea of what this is saying. It looks like Dahlia's having a party with what she thought was 8 friends, because she made only 8 bags, but it actually turned into 9 friends, because another friend, Denise, could also come. Okay, I think we understand the problem now. Then we have to think, how do we solve it? So before we can even figure out Walter's mistake, let's come up with the correct number model so that we know what it should look like. Alright, that's why this problem is so tricky, because now we have to go about solving it ourselves before we can certainly prove someone else's mistake. Okay, so in order to come up with a number model for this, I'm going to say, let's see, she made 8 party bags, okay, and they each had 4 small gifts in them. Alright, and then, so I'm going to put that in parentheses because I know I have to do 8 times 4. Alright, I know that I've got to do that. And then Denise said she should come, so it's like, oh, okay, 1 more friend can come. So I have to make another bag because I don't want my friend Denise to feel left out. And in that bag, I'm going to add 4 little gifts for Denise. So here's Denise's gift bag, right here. Okay, and then I'm going to come up with my answer. So 8 times 4 is 32, plus 4 is 36. Okay, so altogether I know there's going to be 36 little gifts. I'm going to have 8 friends plus 1 more friend, that's the friend's bag, 9 friends at my party. And how many small gifts did Dahlia need to fill her bags? Well, she needed 36 small gifts. So that's the answer to part 1 of the question. Because see, it says how many small gifts did Dahlia need to fill her bags? She needed 36. But look, now we can look at Walter's mistake. Now that we've figured out how to actually do it. Okay? So Walter wrote this number model. He wrote 8 times 4 plus 4 equals 64. This would be talking about something different. Okay? So this would be saying maybe there's 8 gifts each, and 4 friends were going to come and 4 more friends could come. 4 friends from 4 girls and 4 boys or something were coming. And they needed 8 gifts each. And in that case, 4 plus 4 is 8, times 8 is 64. So Walter's mistake, Walter put the parentheses in the wrong spot. Okay? He put the parentheses in the wrong place, so he got the wrong answer. Right? That was his mistake. So he got the wrong answer. Walter is trying to say that she needs 64 gifts for her friends. But that's not right. She has 9 friends coming altogether. 9 friends at 4 gifts each. If I do a simple number model for that, that's 36 small gifts. Okay, not 64, like Walter was thinking. Alright, so that's Walter's mistake, and this is how you do lesson Homelink 7.4, parentheses puzzles for grade 3 everyday math.